Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Kol Layla, Abanawa Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and all the bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Salakia. Now, you got to ask yourself, man, constantly, are you serious? Are you prepared? Are you dedicated? Are you about Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah's business? Or are you on playtime? Do you take this truth seriously? Are you fearful towards the Lord? Are you sincere? You know, you got to ask yourself these things, man, because a lot of you Israelites, from what your fruit has been showing, is that you on playtime. Everything's a damn joke with Jake, man. You know, because Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, you know, it hasn't brought forth, you know, the hell, the mayhem, the chaos, you know, the all-out judgment. You niggas, I'm gonna call it how I see it, because you know the stuff that y'all produce is niggerdom. It's not righteous. It's not of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. It's of the world, which is of niggerdom. Okay? Everybody takes this grace period for a joke. You know, why do you think Paul stated in 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5, we got to examine ourselves, man. That's not just a one-time thing. You know, in the book of Psalms and also John and Ephesians, you know, we got to be sanctified and cleansed by the word, man. That's not just a one-time thing. You know, also in the book of Psalms, you know, meditate upon thy precepts, man. Look at our history. Look at what we've gone through. Look at what we fell short. You know, the errors that we made to put us in the position that we're in, man. So are you? You got to ask yourself, are you? And then put the question behind that, man. And I say this first and foremost to my damn self, okay? Because it may be time, you know, we'll get weak. The flesh will overcome our spirit. But how do we, you know, conquer that? How do we overcome that, man? Stand meditating upon the precepts, man. You know, and we grow, we learn. And that's the main thing, man. You got to grow in this truth, man. If you're still in the same position, the same level, that's a man. It should be scary to you. That should make you really want to fast. Examine yourself while you're fasting, because anybody can fast, like the beloved Rahash Kassam says, man. Anybody can fast, but in the midst of that fast, are you examining yourself to seeing where you're erring at, man? To seeing what the problem is. Okay? So we can't take this grace period for a joke, like you other Israelites, man. You other Israelites think this is a damn game, man. Everybody wants to party, man. You know, again, as it states in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1 on down, it's a time and a place for everything, man. And right now is the time to be mourning, man. Esau is not fucking around. What do you niggas not get, man? What do y'all not get? Esau's not fucking around. He's focused. He's not on playtime. He has a goal that he wants to accomplish. And we should be 10 times more elevated, more motivated, more determined than this damn devil, man. Regardless of us knowing that we have the victory at the end, the Lord can cast you back out into the world, man. So are you serious? Are you focused? Are you determined? Are you going to prove you're worthy of this blessing, of being considered, to receive mercy future from Yahweh Shah, man? Are you worthy of the promises from when all hell breaks loose in our Bible? To be under the Lord's wings, man, under his shadow, to be guided, to be in league with everything, which is stated in Job chapter 5, man. Okay, to not have death come nigh unto thee, which I believe is Psalms 91. Do you believe what is ordained by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai in our Bible, man? Do you believe it? Are you just in the amongst this because you want to be somebody? You was a nobody in the world, but now you come into this truth. You can get a little bit of knowledge, get women, this, that, this. So why are you really here? Are you really sincere? Are you really fearful towards the Lord? Do you really want to, be amongst the righteous? I don't want to write this out. The hopeful righteous, because as it says in the book of Isaiah 64 verse 6, our righteousness is as filthy rags, man. Okay? But it also states that the Lord, in Luke 21 verse 15, that he shall give us a mouth and wisdom which none of our adversaries shall gainsay nor resist, man. Can't take this for a joke, man. Can't look at this lightly, man. As I always state, the Lord could have overlooked you and said, nah, I'm not. I'm going to let him stay in the world and be destroyed. I'm going to wake up his cousin. I'm going to go wake up this person. But the Lord considered you, man. So are you, put the question behind it, are you doing what's acceptable and pleasing in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai? Are you still just a nigger with fringes? Are you a true brother? Are you a true sister? Do you really believe what's being preached? Are you considering that you might have to be a martyr, a witness for Yahweh Shai, for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Salakia? Do you understand that your blood might has to be shed in this truth? That you might be one of those lively stones that is written to be a martyr, a witness for Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. Do you understand that? Okay? So, we have the examples being shown in front of us daily, man. When our people, man, that claim they're in the truth, look at them. Look at what they defend. Because we're set up for the defense, Lord willing, we are those lively stones, those vessels. We're set up for the defense of this gospel, of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, of our Father and his Son's will, man, which is of righteousness, man. And it also states, before honor comes humility, which is, humiliation, man. They talk bad about you. They false accusations, you're grapish, you're this, you're that. It comes with it, man. Yahweh Shai went through the same things, man. Spit on them, lied on them, all types of things, man. So if Yahweh Shai can go through the nation, how can't we? Are we better than Yahweh Shai? If our elder apostles, elder bishops on down have been dedicated for decades upon decades upon decades, then who are we to say that that we want things to go by just like that? No, the Lord gave us examples. He gave us well experienced and well spiritual and well dedicated men for an example. Who's to say? We might have another 5, 10, 15 years. But if we do, we got to swallow that pill, man. So are you considering this? Again, the Lord gave us examples, man. Look at our elder apostles. Look at the old videos, got full heads of black or brown hair. You look at it now, all gray, man. But when you look at their face, man, you see that wisdom of Solomon, chapter, I believe, 8 and 1, if I'm not mistaken. I can't, I'm driving, obviously. Wisdom make up a man's face to shine. And that's that same shine, which also is talking about of Yahweh Shai, I believe in either Revelation or Deuteronomy, one of those chapters. Okay? But are you considering these examples? And again, I speak for myself first and foremost, man. I speak for myself first and foremost. And Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatham Bahashim Rakakadash, you beloved Aki and Wa Akwa tuning in, and also to your beloved Aki and Wa Akwa that's going to tune in later. But these are things that we have to consider. And we can't be, hypocrites, man. Sirach chapter 1, verse 29. Take heed to what thou speakest, and be not a hypocrite in the sight of men, roughly paraphrasing that. Okay? And that's why, as you know, the beloved Ra'ashim and our camp out here in D.C., and which, everybody states, we got to fact check things. We got to, know what the hell we're talking about, especially when we're posting stuff in the chat and all that. Because, AI is used heavy out here. You got a lot of manipulation out here with AI and all that, man. A lot of psyop right now, and that's why we got to be on our toes, man. We got to be on our toes, man. We got to be diligent, okay? And as it also says, be sober, be diligent, be sober. Roughly paraphrasing, because your adversary, the devil, seeking how to destroy you. Roughly paraphrasing. I know I butchered it, but you know what I mean. Roughly paraphrasing it. So we got to keep our head on the swivel, man. And it also states in the book of what is that book? I want to say Ephesians or maybe James. Can't really remember right now. Salakia. To walk circumspect and be not unwise, because the days are evil. Yes, it's Ephesians chapter 5. Salakia. So we got to be wise. And how do we get that wisdom? From Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And it also states in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, I believe maybe verse 5, or in chapter 1, that wisdom will not dwell in a malicious soul. And that's why it's always important for us to consider and to always examine ourselves. And again, when you fast, what's the purpose of the fast? It's not just, just to fast. Is it something that you need to examine yourself when you fast? There should be some type of a more spiritual benefit besides, cleansing your blood flow and everything else, and, maybe go on a diet or whatever the case may be. And always, too, to get closer to Yahweh Shem Yahweh when you fast. But what is the more advanced spiritual benefit for that fast? Should be asking the Lord to expose something that you might be failing on. Something that you don't feel right about in your man, for the Lord to expose that. That whole day, in the midst of those prayers, you should be asking that, man. So are you dedicated? Are you serious? Are you taking this grace period serious? Are you not looking at this lightly? Are you considering that we're going to have to go through a lot more persecution, hell? Are you considering that you might have to be a martyr? Just again, are you, then put the question behind it, man. Are you examining yourself? Because, hey, man, we got to take all these thoughts into consideration, man. Because, again, Esau's not playing around. Esau's not in the spirit that you Israelites are in, partying, going out, which, it's nothing wrong with, having some type of enjoyment, but, you still have to be wise, man. Why? I don't see why Jake feels like he has to broadcast everything that you do, man. Esau's literally, man, focused on his goal, his agenda, man. And when the Lord put the spirit on this devil, to start, just coming with that sword and those draconian measures, it's going to be a wrap for y'all, man. Especially those that know the truth and that take it for a joke. What you going to do then? Oh, man, I had to take a break, Lord. Forgive me, but, we had to go, to do this and do that. Now I'm back. You got a nigga in an FOPE, that was talking about they already took a break, then he said he's going to take another break. All right, come on, man. What more do we need to see, man? The Lord is showing us, man. He's showing you who he's not dealing with and putting everything out in the front line, man. Everything out in the front line, man. I'm telling you, man. And again, I speak this to myself before anybody else. Take this for a joke, man. Don't take this truth for a joke. Look, matter of fact, look at one of the dudes that used to be in the camp that left with the dude to go be in the new covenant, bugged out talking about he was Yahweh Shai. And then, went to churches and started spray painting churches and shit, man. Look at the examples, man, being put right in front of us, man. The people that what was in the truth, and now they bugged the fuck out, man. You can see the spirits on them, man. That should scare you. They scare the fuck out of me. I don't know about y'all, but it scares the fuck out of me. It's not even funny. It's just like, God damn, the Lord is not fucking around, man. Because you Israelites are not taking this grace period seriously, man. Me myself, I'm always thinking. Even when I'm asleep, I'm thinking. What if? What if that? What if, gotta be on your toes, man. Gotta be on your toes, man. Am I doing what is pleasing and acceptable to the Lord? Did I offend him today by where did I go off? This and that, man. It's just constantly going through my mind, man. And it says in the book of Sirach 5 verse 15, I believe, be not ignorant of a small or great matter, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. As one of the beloved brothers out there in the land will say, wake up Jacob, man. Shit, he ain't saying that just to Israelites out in the world. He's also talking, reminding for brothers in the truth. Continually to stay woken up, man. Gotta stay activated, man. Gotta stay having motion. And this truth, as these niggas in the world say, you got motion? We got motion for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And what does Yahweh Shai say? I'm about my Father's business. So we got to be about Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai's business. Fuck what we want, man. We'll have relaxation, comfort. We'll be happy in the kingdom. Activated, awoken, informed, enlightened us to do his will, his pleasure, to speak his words. That's who is being glorified right now. Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, man. So are you serious? Are you sincere? Are you having humility? Are you dedicated? Are you going to stand firm and boldly for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man? Are you believing what is written in our Bible? Are you taking the grace period seriously? Are you examining yourself? Just, examples, man. And again, I say it to myself first and foremost before I tell anybody else. This is what I'm thinking. I'm just having a conversation with y'all. This is literally what I'm thinking. I'm just having a conversation with my true, sincere, lively stones, man. Period. So, headed to camp. Headed to camp. I don't want to rock this out. We see y'all there. Come get that 4-course meal, man. As Job said, in the book of Job 23, that he take the word more than any food. Roughly paraphrasing, he takes the Lord's word as his food, his resources. And also in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, man, said it's not only fruits and stuff like that nurture man, but also the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. So ask yourself, are you, and put something behind it, man. So I don't want to rock this out, man. I hope and I pray that this was edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true sincere Akim Wahakwa. So with that, I'm just gonna say, call Layam La. Abanawa Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakak Kodash Watha Wada Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakak Kodash for putting the spirit on me, my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders, brothers on down, for doing these epistles to enlighten you, to inform you, to edify you, and uplift you to the power and spirit and words of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. May the blessing and election and protection be upon you and your household. I don't want to rock to the next one. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shabbat, Shalom, love y'all. Go willing to the next one.